Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Young KS, and as you can see from the merch, man, the merch finally came through. It's on our store right now, 808genesis.com/store. Go get some. We got t-shirts, hoodies, and long sleeves. Go get that shit, man. It's a spring 2021 line. Go ahead and get that stuff. Get the hoodie for next year, for winter. And let's go and get into the video. So today's video is how to basic, and we're doing hi-hats. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of things that I do just to make them a little bit more interesting, add some bounce, and kind of stray away from two-step, four-step type stuff. So let's go and get right into it. So first things first, we got two melodies going on. Let's play both of them. The first one's just like a pad, just something to fill some space, and then here's the second one. And then it changes right here about the 8th bar just to spice it up just a little bit, but let's go and get into the hats. So for the hi-hat, this is what we picked. Just something simple, just something to have fun with. I'm gonna turn it all the way up just to make sure y'all could hear it while I'm messing with it. Every time that I'm making a beat and I'm not like in the studio with an artist and I can take my time with it, I always go into the piano roll. I almost never go over here and click two-step anymore just because
you like a hi-hat guy, kind of.
Like, it just kind of depends. Like I said, if I'm in a rush, then I'll do it and then just come back later and, you know, add some variations, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I always go into the piano roll if I have time and do every single note by itself. So let's just start out with something simple. This is something that I do in a lot of my beats just to add like a lot more bounce to it just from the hats, let alone from the 808s. This is what I do right here. I do it kind of like almost like a triplet, but I think it's a fourth. You see the bounce going right there. Maybe we could bring it down a little bit. Let's go ahead and add the clap right here, just so we could have something going with it. Doesn't sound too naked. Messing with this and going around with like different kind of time signatures in the piano roll is very key to adding bounce to your hi-hats. Essentially just doing more with your hi-hats that you've been doing, but this is what we're going to do with this one. We're just going to take it like this, and if you just don't want to cut up and place every single one of them, you can highlight it with control left click or command click, and then you could just go ahead and control U or command U, and it breaks them up just like that. Let's hear how it sounds. Just because two-step hi-hats is kind of overplayed, but you could still do it, like I said, if you're in the studio with an artist, but it would sound something like this if you do it like that. Which there's nothing wrong with two-step hi-hats. Like I said, just have fun with it. At the end of the day, it's your music, your creation, so just take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Let's just add a little bit more going forward. Another thing we can do that I like to call it is staircasing. So essentially what we're going to do is I, for some reason, just like skipping 2. So I go 1, 2, and then right here, 1, 2, and then right here, and then 1, 2, and then right here. And then we could also do one that's a little bit faster. Something like this. Once you do something for 2 bars, usually I just like to take it over and then add some small variations. So for example, we could add, right about here, we could add this one right here. And then right here at the end, we can do 1, 2 right here, 1, 2 right here, 2 right here. This right here, man, made the beat just so much more immersive and just so much more interactive than it was with just a classic two-step. Now, something that I do with EQing is just extremely basic, just taking it like this to EQ. If you're in FL, this is so much easier. If you're in another DAW, I don't know too much about your EQs. I do know about FabFilter Pro, that one's pretty good. But this is how I do it with Fruity EQ too. I usually just play it about how far it is on the lowest end, which is, you know, right there at the very end. Do it at the very start. That sounds so good right there, man. Something else I like to do sometimes is go to the gross beat, and you can go to the basic 8s, and then we can go ahead and turn on high melodic. You can leave on low drums if you want, but I don't like to hear the clipping with anything, including drums. So let's go ahead and hear how this sounds. And then you could also halftime it with either gross beat or halftime if you don't have FL. Another thing with gross beat you could do is the 1.5 beat repeat, which is actually kind of lit. It just adds so much variation and kind of rewards you for doing a little bit less and keeping it more simple. And then one more thing you can do that I like to do with my basic 8 is we just take it down to 50%. I usually type it in, so 0.5, and then let's go ahead and play it and see how it sounds. I can say that it'll sound a little bit better if you don't do as much on the last downbeat of the pattern. Shit sounded nice. Let's hear it all together. Okay, so that's it for how to basic on hi-hats. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank y'all for the support. Like I said, go ahead and go get some of this merch that's out now. I put it to the bare minimum price just to where I broke even. I'm getting next to no profit on every single sale, so just go get that shit, show support. Whichever instrument y'all want me to do next, go and leave it in the comments. As of right now, I think it's gonna be kicks, you know, throwing in some kick patterns, kick rolls, and anything like that, how to make them hit harder. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on Twitter so y'all know when all these videos drop, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.